Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're gonna learn how to do a flip reset. I'm sure many of you have heard of this mechanic, but not nearly as many of you know how to do it. It can be one of the most deadly shots in the game if used correctly though. Now, the shot itself doesn't favor a wall start or a ground start more than the other, but either way, they're done basically the same way. So I'm gonna focus on a wall start for the sake of information. Now you already know we're gonna break it into steps. Step 1 is the takeoff. Now you want to hit the underside of the ball to hit it up towards the ceiling rather than hitting the ball from the side of it. This gives it the loft you need in order to get under the ball, and the end goal is to have it reach near the ceiling, but not necessarily hitting the ceiling. Another note on this, you want to have less than or as much speed as the ball when you make contact with it. This is to ensure that the approach goes smoothly. Speaking of the approach, we're going to move on to step 2, which is actually approaching the ball mid-air. Now once you hit the ball, you want to jump almost immediately after that contact is made, but you can have a slight delay if necessary. You then want to rotate your car upside down in whatever way is most comfortable for you. Mine even differs from wall to wall. As you can see off the left wall, I rotate kind of like this, and off the right wall, I rotate kind of like this. It's not consistent, it's just comfortable. So you do whatever makes you the most comfortable. Now moving on to step 3, that is actually making contact with the ball. Now until you can consistently do steps 1 and 2, I would recommend waiting before just jumping to step 3. Now the goal of this step is to hit the sweet spot on the bottom of your car. This is basically just the center of the bottom of your car. So if it makes it easy for you, you're just trying to aim to make all 4 wheels make contact with the ball. This will give you the reset itself. This is what we're aiming for. This is the goal. So when you approach the ball, you'll notice that I'm not aiming for the absolute underside of the ball. I'm actually aiming for the bottom part of the side of the ball. This will give you a lot more control of the ball once you try to shoot it, as the ball stays in a more approachable shot path. Now the third step is by far the hardest, so you'll probably need the most amount of time spent on it. Just being able to get the reset is tough. So if you can do that, you're already doing better than a ton of people. Now finally, step 4 is the shot itself. Once you get the reset and are floating through the air with the ball, you can flip into it whenever and however you want to. You can boost all around it, do a little air dribble with it, but you will always have your flip until you use it. Now there's a couple of tips that go along with this though. The first being that you want to approach the ball as quickly as possible and get the reset as soon as you can, so you have the most potential for adjustments after getting the reset. Now ideally you want to get your reset before or around the time the ball starts to head down towards the ground. The earlier you can get it, the higher chance you have of hitting it once you get your reset. Now once you've mastered all of these steps, just put them all together and boom, you can flip reset. You can also try this mechanic going from the ground instead of the wall, but it's done basically the same way. Now that is gonna do it for the video. Let me know if there are any other tutorials that you want me to do. I can literally make a tutorial on anything. So just drop a comment on what you want to see, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.